Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to the shed. I'm Lonnie, and we're going to do some eBay work today, and maybe some other stuff. We'll see. I haven't been working too hard yet this week, so maybe I should step it up a little bit, right? I did up the RAM in my Mac yesterday, though. Let's see. Check this out. I went from 8 gig to 32 gig. Yay! So hopefully that's going to make it run a little better. It actually is running a little faster already. But yeah, anyways, let's get started. So first thing is another one of those cheerleader calendars. This one, I got to make sure I pull the right one though, because I have a few Saints ones. This one I don't believe is signed. Okay, it's got those 3 cheerleaders on the front. All right, I think I got it. Oh, wrong drawer. Saints. Where are y'all at? Okay, it's not them. It's not that one. Like I said, I must have had 4 or 5 Saints ones. Look at that. It's not that one either. Oh wait, it is. Here we go. There we go. Saints calendar. Not signed. I don't think it's signed anywhere. No. $19.99 plus shipping on top. And next is, this is a game I actually put on this account a long time ago. Rock Revolution, right here. I was trying to use it as like a feedback builder, but as you can see, it took so long to sell. I think, if I'm describing this, I think this has been listed for a long time. It took so long to sell that it isn't really a feedback builder at this point. My feedback on this account is stupid high. Yeah, it's in good condition. So anyway, thank you very much, Thomas. Do appreciate it. Hope you enjoy. Okay, got those 2 packed and have 4 things going out to Karen. So let's go pull that real quick. A Authentic Ox Funko Pop. I don't even know what Authentic Ox means. From Molly Shelf. Okay, this must be it. Ox. What makes it authentic? Or is that just a sell similar keyword type thing? So anyway, she got that. She got a Stampin' Up stamp. Celebration Eclectic Expressions. And I hope it's the one Stampin' Up stamp that I have back here. It is. It looked like a game at first. So that is it. Karen just bought my very last Stampin' Up stamp. I had like 60 something of them. All gone. That's pretty exciting. Okay, so she got that. And then a Superman from Sarah Shelf. I think it's in that, it's in the box. Must be this guy right here. I think it's one of those new 52 figs. And then the last thing I'm gonna go pull. Okay, last thing is this ACU hat, size 7 1/4, new with tags. And yeah, thank you very much, Karen. Always appreciate it. Sold a fairly expensive Hot Wheels from Funko Shelf. Oh yeah, it's in one of these boxes. This box it's in, hopefully. It's a Shirley Muldowney. It's this one right here, actually. Shirley Muldowney Rebel Rods, and got $29.99 plus shipping on top for this. That's really good. That's fairly high value. And I'll pull another thing. Let's see. We have a Houston Texans swimsuit calendar. Let's look in the calendar drawer. See how that one I might have listed a while back. It might be closer to the bottom. Let's see. Dolphins, Jets. All the way at the bottom. There we go. Houston Texans cheerleaders calendar sold for $19.99 plus shipping on top. I just listed this the other day. I actually had to buy a battery for it. I think it's in here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is it. Thought I wrote it on there. Yeah, Sunto. This is a dive computer. Bought this dive computer and the regulator for $110 at a yard sale, and I sold the regulator for $120, and then I sold the dive computer right here for how much? $69.99. And I spent about $6 on the battery too, so I have to factor that in. So I made some profit there, but probably not as much as I should have, given that I spent $110. But at least I got that sold. Let's see, Final Fantasy Chronicles. This is one of the higher value Final Fantasy games I actually had. Okay, it's got Chrono Trigger and Final Fantasy 4 in it. Got to go back to the video game stuff. Right here. Here we go. Final Fantasy Chronicles 4 and Chrono Trigger by Squaresoft. Yep. Black Label, PS1. Got $34.99 plus shipping on top for this. I'll get these 4 things packed up, and there's one more thing to pull. Last thing is a kind of different. This is a VHS camcorder that I listed a few days ago. Fully tested. I did test it with a VHS tape, and it was good. And it has this nice case and everything. What brand is this? Panasonic. So not super expensive or anything, but I know I didn't pay much for it. I know that for a fact. I do have to, I'm gonna have to put a little padding inside of the case because the foam that was up here deteriorated away. So yeah, I'll go ahead and get this thing packed, and that'll be it. Well, I get asked about returns so often that and I don't get that many, as I tell y'all, but I did get one today. I knew this was coming. This is a key fob thing. It said it didn't fit, sent it back. So this has happened a couple of times with these things after selling a ton of them though. I mean, I sold a bunch of these things. So it sucks if it happens, but is it a big deal? Not really. Doesn't fit. So basically the guy, I think the guy just bought the wrong thing. Look, it's actually, it's in the same, look, he didn't even take the fobs out of here. I'm going to sell this thing again. So, yeah, all right, cool. That went fine. All right, it's been a little bit of a lazy day today. I haven't listed anything. Took my orders to the post office. That wasn't a whole lot of work. But I did find this on Facebook Marketplace. This is an SX64. This is a Commodore 64 with a built-in monitor and a built-in floppy drive too. Does that stay closed? Yeah. And it's got a detachable keyboard like that. So it's in fairly good cosmetic shape. I got a good deal on it. I had to drive about 45 minutes. I've always wanted one of these. It's going to go, of course, with these other 4 Commodores. I swear I'm going to set these things up pretty soon. Probably when I get that other bench, I'm going to put a shelf above that other bench with this stuff on it. But for right now, this thing has one major issue. Doesn't do anything. There's nothing, there's no output on the screen. None. But it looks like the screen is probably good. And yeah, I did adjust all these controls. They aren't doing anything. I watched a YouTube video, and I think I think there's a really good chance that there's one particular logic chip that I can replace. And yeah, so I ordered it already for 10 bucks. Fingers crossed that's gonna fix it, but I'll put this away until I do that. So that's all I've done today. Oh, I did clean one disc. I cleaned Def Jam Vendetta, and I'll probably list it. So I think I need to start getting to work a little bit, because it's like Wednesday and I haven't really done a whole heck of a lot. But anyways, let's do some questions. I actually needed some relaxed time, and this has been healthy. But yeah, let's do some questions. Okay, I didn't pull up quite as many questions today because I've got some stuff to do tonight. So we got 7 questions here. Let's get going. Nerderous Rampage, funny name. Hey Lonnie, when starting out on a brand new eBay account and listing video games, if they are in good condition and you don't have a testing system, would you list them as untested or omit that from the listing? How would you handle that? I actually list a lot of games, most games, without testing them, and I don't say untested. I don't say, I also try not to say tested either if they're not tested, but, and when I say try, it's like sometimes I'll sell similar and I'll say it and I miss it or whatever. But what I would be fine with saying in that spot is guaranteed to work in the description or the condition or something like that. I think you turn people off too much if you say untested as is. That's going to kill your value on the game, especially if it looks like it's in good shape. It's probably going to work. So don't mention that it's not tested. Just describe the condition accurately and sell it as working. And then if there is a problem, handle it at that point. You know, do a return or whatever. The good thing about video games is they don't cost much to ship back and forth. Now, could somebody switch it and all that other jazz? Yeah, sure. But that's not the point. The point is present it as it is, as a working thing. That's what I do. I'm not, you know, actually I shouldn't even tell you to do that. But that's what I do with a nice looking disc or cartridge game. You know, I'll do that. It's not a big deal. I've done it a bunch. Most people do, I think. There's going to be people in the comments that test every single game, and that's perfectly fine too. I'm just telling you what I do. And that's something important too. Like anytime, like I've been answering a lot of questions. I don't know at all. I don't know, like I'm not the expert or anything like that. Everything I tell you, it's just my opinion, and it's how I do stuff. So keep that in mind. If it's something sounds funny, look it up or do what you want to do, you know. But these are just my opinions. James Ellis, I'm wondering, I know you have an AC unit in the shed, but since you mentioned winter, I got to thinking, what are you going to do in the winter? Just bundle up? Or do you have a furnace in the shed also? All I have as far as heat goes, is it in here? Yeah, I've got a heater right here. That's it. And I'll just put it up front here somewhere and turn it on. And most days it does really well. There's probably about every year there might be 8 days or so where that thing really ain't cutting it, but that's fine. I'll just keep my hoodie on when I'm working. I mean, it's very rare. I don't think we didn't even get into the teens last year. So yeah, that's all I do is I just use a space heater. I might try and find something that's a little better than that for this year. Eclectic in Texas. Okay, I've had 2 brand new eBay buyers that have been rude, pushy, and one flat out accusing. And while I stayed calm and friendly, they've made me leery of new buyers. Ironic since I'm there with them. Anyway, my question is, do you block buyers? And if you do, when do you decide to do it? Okay, so Eclectic in Texas. I block them as soon as I determine that I don't want to do business with them. If they're rude with me, I block them. If they ask a bunch of crazy questions, I block them. If I get a funny feeling at all, I just block them. And I don't block a lot of people though. I mean, like I'm talking tough, but this is not like, this is like a once a month thing. I might block somebody. So it doesn't happen that often. But as soon as I feel like I don't want to do business with them, block. And you know, I mean, that's one of the things about eBay is, yeah, we have to follow rules and this and that, but we don't have a boss. Like at a job, if a customer's giving you the business, you can't, sorry sir, you are blocked, I no longer am dealing with you. You don't get to do that. Right? Here we can, like, you decide who you do business with before the sale anyway. So heck yeah, if you want to block somebody, block them by all means. Of course, there are repercussions, you know, like you might be costing yourself a little money if you get overzealous with it. But yeah, if somebody's rude, I ain't gonna do business with somebody that's gonna be rude to me. I'm done with them, you know. So yeah, why not? EJCSDS, what's your feeling about eBay feedback? As an individual who may sell 1 or 2 things a year, I don't understand why folks won't leave feedback. I go above and beyond and ship the same day, upgrade the shipping for free, and leave buyer feedback. I think eBay should make feedback automatic after a determined time. What's your take? I like that idea, actually. I think that's a really good idea. Because no, buyers don't, most buyers, a lot of buyers don't really care about leaving feedback. And I understand. Like when I buy stuff on Amazon, I don't leave feedback on Amazon. I never do. Do you? Who leaves feedback for Amazon products? I've never done it, not once. And they even email and say, how did you like your such and such? I don't ever do anything like that. So I like your idea though about making it automatic. Like after 6 months, automatic, positive. Because, you know, unless there's been a case. Now if there's been a case or something like that, maybe don't do it. Or if it was returned or something like that, don't do it then. But then, yeah, after 6 months, automatic, positive. And it doesn't have to say anything. It'll just be a positive feedback with no statement. And that will make everyone's feedback will be more reflective of how many sales they've done. I like that. I don't have a problem with that. You know, no news is good news, eBay. So give us that positive, right? I like that. Liam, hey Lonnie, I sold an item recently and the buyer refused delivery. Have you had any experience with this? I'm not sure if I should refund them their money or what. The item was returned to me. I've seen some forums that say you don't have to refund the buyer. What's your opinion? Yeah, I've heard of that too. Like if it's refused kind of like, don't quote me on this, but I've heard refused counts as a delivery scam. Them refusing it, they had the chance to accept it and they decided not to. So that's on them, okay? But past that, like just getting away from the rules and everything else, do you think it's right for you to keep the money and the item? Just like as a human being, is that the right thing to do? I don't think it is. Some of y'all might have a different opinion. You know, feel free to post it. You know, but yeah, if you have the item back and you have the money, then you give the money back. Or let me change that. I give the money back. I take out any shipping, any fees, any of that stuff. I refund the rest of the money. That's what I would do. Let your heart be your guide on what you do there. And you know, they may even be able to come back and get their money anyways, but that's a bare minimum what I think you should do if you're going to ask my opinion. Nathaniel, I've been selling on eBay a few months now, and I sold a video game that came out of my personal collection that I've played many times and beat countless times, but buyer states the disc doesn't work. How should I go about this? I also tested it moments before printing out the shipping label. Well, I know you're probably worried that a scam is about to go down because you know the game works. So until the scam has actually gone down, maybe there's some issue with maybe they put a fingerprint on it before they put it in the machine, right? But whatever the case is, if they say it doesn't work, basically tell them to return it. Tell them to open up a return and send it back. And until you actually get it back and there's an issue, then you have to assume good intent. then it doesn't work, even though you know it does. Hopefully it comes back in the same condition and you can give the refund, and then you can test it again and sell it again. Hopefully that's the case. But if I'll tell you one thing that is good to do in situations like that. If you think you're about to get scammed, go ahead and accept the return, let it come back. A lot of people, like when they know they're going to get scammed, they like to video opening the package with your phone. Okay, and you can show. And where are we going to use this? Where I would use it is on Facebook. Go to eBay for Business Facebook page if you end up having a problem, and then you could tell them, hey, tell them the whole story. You can even send them that video there. It's a Facebook Messenger chat, just like you would with a buddy or whatever, and you could drop a video in there and said, see, this is me opening the thing, and see, this is me posting on Shed Flips a week before. I knew it was going to be bad. So go ahead and accept the return. If it goes bad, eBay for Business is my best. That's the best thing I can tell you, because that's going to be, they're going to be able to actually make a good decision there, I think. Matthew, I just recently started selling on eBay. I sold an item and shipped it the next morning. The person I sold the item to requested a refund because of shipment being slow due to COVID. The tracking number shows that the item will arrive tomorrow. Do I just ignore the refund request, or how should I go about dealing with this? I would go, the refund request should have a place where you can reply to it, like just type a message. I would just go in there and say, thank you for your patience. Looks like your item is arriving tomorrow. Thanks, Matthew. Enjoy, Matthew, whatever. I wouldn't apologize. I would just say, it looks like it's arriving tomorrow. Thank you very much for your business, comma, Matthew, or something to that effect. Just reply to it. Don't ignore it. That's my best advice. So anyways, thank y'all very much for watching. I'll see y'all again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.